Hi, Anna Strauss with Spark here. Just wanted to give you a quick look into the full Be Heard employee engagement report. Here is an overall dashboard. Once the survey closes, we'll provide a high-level view of what your results are. So you can quickly see from just an organizational view what the engagement level is, going back to really what that definition and description of engagement is, and breaking it down by the most engaged, those that are neutral, and those that are very disengaged. We then look at the key engagement drivers, and you're able to see what the organizational effectiveness score is over here to the right. On this main dashboard, you can also quickly get a pulse on potential employee turnover in the next 12 months and see how participation ranks within the different demographic filters. So depending on the information that was received, we can look by tenure, age, gender, department, or business unit. But to dive deeper into the results, that's when you'll have access to the full report that we'll dive into now. Based on the demographic filters that were provided to us, you can filter those options here. This will look slightly different in the new report, but here this can easily be navigated. Now the report is really set up to be in presentation mode, so kind of what I've gone over before is just a quick overview of what the engagement survey is, the different areas that are being measured, looking at the key characteristics of an engaged versus disengaged employee. Just like the dashboard, we have the breakdown of participation. This is also a great way to get a pulse on engagement to see what group is really participating in the survey and those that aren't. From here, you can quickly see an organizational breakdown. So this would be by the business units to get a pulse on what groups are really strong and engaged right now, and then those areas that you may want to get a stronger pulse on. So as we start distilling through the results, we give, again, the overall engagement score, show where you're at a high level with effectiveness within the key retention drivers, but then we begin to break down the results. So the first area that we focus on is priority. These are the areas where you'll get the greatest return on investment and where we recommend spending your time and sharing the results with the team. These areas are most important to the employees where they feel the organization is least effective. As you continue to take this survey, over here to the right, you'll be able to see what your previous scores were, so you're able to keep an accurate benchmark. As you go through each of these areas, we just highlight the top 5. Then we look at your greatest strengths. Again, looking at the top 5, this is a great way to build your employer brand. These are the areas where the organization is most effective and most important to the employees. So you're able to comb through these 5 areas. The last area that we break down in this report is what's most important to your employees. So again, depending on the filter that you've selected for the report, it will show the top 5 areas that are most important. This section of the report concludes with actionable steps. So these recommendations are based on the priority area that we first went over, again, highlighting what's most important to the employees where they feel the organization is least effective. The questions are here in gray, and below we give 2 actionable steps that can be taken. Depending on who's looking at this report, these can be for an organizational strategy, or if you're a manager, specifically what you can do with your team. This last area looks over at a turnover forecast. So we're looking at a short-term look over the next 12 months. How committed are the employees? And then lastly, what is their long-term outlook? Do they see themselves building their career with this organization? Now for the analytical types, or those that would really love to dig into the full report, we have that available here at the end so you can see how this group responded to every question. If there was a specific area that you really wanted to focus on, say it was really where you wanted to focus on employee appreciation and making this one of your biggest focus areas, what we're able to do to help you distill down to the results is we provide all the questions here, but those that are highlighted in green are really the areas where you should invest your time when you're looking at valuing. This is showing, again, what we've talked about in the priority areas, what's most important to your employees, where they feel you're least effective. With the questions that are highlighted in this gold color, this is showing you where you're already strong. This is what's most important to the employees, where they already feel that you're effective. So you're able to really narrow down where you're investing your time and energy. At the very bottom of this report, this is where you'll be able to see your open-ended responses to your questions and the 5-star Likert questions. So I hope that this was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions, and thank you so much for being a part of the Be Heard Engagement Survey.